was because it's a sounding board of other people who have either been through the same thing or been through a similar situation. And we are then able to collaborate. And when you're an HR of one, you don't have anybody to collaborate with.
I love learning from a wide range of experts with different experiences and expertise in the community. And the founding members are just excellent. They provide on-demand training, guides, resources, and there's a group as well that you can join and get one-on-one live feedback.
When I'm in the group, it's really nice to be able to share some of the ways that I have interacted with our executive leadership team and our CEO to really bring about a very people-first lens to the work that we're all doing. I enjoy getting to mentor people in the community and to be a part of their journey in this fun world of people and human resources.
I found Engagement Academy on Apple Podcasts, and I knew immediately that I wanted to join this community. As an HR team of one, I truly appreciate the templates that are available to me, the access to the other professionals in the community that I have. I can join office hours, I can ask questions, I can see what others in other industries are doing, and it gives me a lot of confidence. I feel equipped to go to my executive team and say, hey, I have this idea, present them with the right data to get their buy-in.
It's helped me see the big picture of implementing, monitoring, and sustaining engagement with the help of surveys and metrics that are best practices backed by research.
It's changed how I approach leadership. I've always kind of viewed engagement as a necessity. It's like, hey, we have to do this because we need to care for our employees. Period, end of story. But there's more to it than that. And when you can tell the story to your leadership of why it's important to care for your employees, you get buy-in from that senior level of leadership. And a big thing in my last role, I worked very closely with the chief revenue officer. She would speak words that I didn't know. It was a language that I didn't understand. And so to be able to have a cheat sheet and be like, okay, what is this? Why is it important? Okay, great. And now I can translate that and vice versa. So I can translate from revenue speak to HR speak and backwards from HR speak to revenue speak. So then when I would come to the, senior leadership, it always felt like I was just like coming for a handout. Like, oh, I need a little bit more. And now I come to it and I'm like, hey, this is what I need and this is why I need it and this is what we're going to do.
If you work in the field of HR, sometimes it can be a little bit lonely, it can be isolating. So having a almost peer support network that you can bounce different ideas off of, or, say you have a problem that you've encountered that you aren't really sure how to handle. There's a group of us that are there that are happy to kind of offer different info. We always sit in and we address different problems that come up in the field of HR. Because, as an HR leader, we get told, build engagement, improve morale, fix things. It's like, okay, but how? How do we want to do that? How can we do that?
The world of work is changing, and although Chrissy maybe doesn't have HR experience, she has that business experience, and she's smart as hell, and she cares about people, and she's able to connect the dots between how people are feeling and how that impacts that business. And that's the key to making the magic happen. And so this community is full of just some of the brightest and forward-thinking HR people that I've met.
Engagement Academy was built by disengaged employees, but wanted to solve the problem and not continue to be disengaged. And it provides a good perspective of somebody who's not in HR and a team of people who are in HR to come together. So you have an employee perspective where, hey, I'm a disengaged employee, here's what I'm feeling. And you have HR professionals who hear that and work to solve that problem.
One thing I really love about Engagement Academy is also that we all come from diverse backgrounds. My HR experience has primarily been in the tech space, whereas other members in the group come to the group from manufacturing, warehouse settings, healthcare, and many other areas of business. And it's really interesting to hear from them some of the pain points that they have in their roles and lend some insight, primarily from the tech side of the world, into ways that they could come to solutions.
You get help digesting any training. You get to talk through any work roadblocks. You get to learn new HR trends and get different perspectives on how to accomplish a task or a goal. And the second unique feature is the job-relevant education training. It's on demand, you've got webinars, templates. It is an excellent professional development. So Christy specifically brings this perspective of not working in HR. So she brings unique and relevant ideas and perspectives of what my executives and employees want or need to see.
So one of the things that makes it unique is Christy Hoffman has a unique perspective. She is a formerly disengaged worker, so she doesn't necessarily have a background in HR like a lot of us do. She has the perspective of what it's like to be that disengaged worker and will give us talking points on how to kind of resonate with the crowd. You've really got to think about the audience that you're speaking to and whatever manner of business you're handling.
Absolutely join this group. You'll learn so much through the educational content and the community, and the founding members are excellent coaches and experts. They are generous with their time and their help.
I really would love to have more folks with different backgrounds join us in the Engagement Academy. I think that Christy has put together a really thoughtful community with really amazing resources, and I know there's so much more to come.
If this is a community that you've kind of been thinking you want to join, I strongly recommend it. It's definitely what you've been missing.
I love hearing different people's stories and different perspectives. Engagement Academy gives me an outlet to chat with other people within our community who have valuable insight and different ways to approach problems than I've looked at things in the past. So yeah, I want you to join our community. I want you to be a part of kind of what we're building and help us build our people up, because that's how you really build engagement. Is you want to build your team up, but you've got to know how to speak to them. You've got to know how to influence different areas of the business, and Engagement Academy shows you how to do that.